Daytona Beach, home to Hanksters hot rods, muscle cars, and collector car showroom. America's #1 choice of premier collector cars for over 30 years. This is a certified piece, so at full price we actually include enclosed transport, and at full price you get a 90-day powertrain warranty. It's a 1994 Chevrolet Suburban. It's actually the Silverado trim. But we're going to get started on the engine bay. We have a small block 350, so the 5.7 liter. This vehicle has just a tad over 130,000 miles on it, but it's very, very well kept. One of the nicest examples I have seen. Mechanically, it runs real well. You're going to see on the driver's side, we have power brakes. We have power steering. And we also have cold air. So you have power steering, you have power brakes, you have cold air, you have the TBI setup under there, so you do have the early on fuel injection. Everything from what I can see is original. Even your light for the hood works. Everything on this truck works. It runs fantastic, shifts nicely, the paint is beautiful. One of the nicest trims I have seen. I'm definitely tempted to buy this one myself. It is very, very nice. You can look at the color scheme. It has a little two-tone action, silver and a maroon bottom, a maroon top. So definitely a good classic look on this Suburban. Now this is 1994, so it's a few years older than me actually. But look at how well it presents itself. On the hood, you're gonna see there's no clear coat fade or dings. Now you do have minor imperfections. This is a driver. We don't have the whole day to go over every nook and cranny, but if that's something you wanna do, come to Daytona Beach. Now this truck stands very tall, but if you want to make it even better, as far as the paint goes, we do offer ceramic coating. We have a local guy here in Daytona. It would take this paint to the next level and has a 9-year warranty on it. So if you want a quote on that, we can get that over to you. But beautiful paint on the hood. You have the visor on top of the grille. You can see that is in great shape. As far as the passenger side, the headlights look fantastic. The turn signals, look at that. The grille, one of the most iconic grills ever made. This is a classic. So here in Florida, it's 1994, so you can actually get antique plates. Now your city, state may be a little bit different, but for the majority of the states out there, from my knowledge, you can actually register this with an antique tag and get antique insurance. So this could be a daily driver. It could be a weekend toy. This is a 2-wheel drive Suburban, so it drives real good. Look at the bumper, not dinged or dented. You know, more and more people are buying these 90s and early 2000s trucks, vans, because they do well. They're made to do one thing, point A to point B, and they always do it reliably. You don't need a software engineer to work on them. Think about what a new Suburban costs, 80, 90, well over $100,000. This can do everything that truck can do. Well, maybe not everything, but you know, the most part. You got power everything. I mean, look at the paint on this. The silver is great. You have a little touch-up spot right there. And again, if it was perfect, you'd be afraid to drive it. Look at that. Beautiful paint, beautiful color. It's also uniform across. Now, we don't have documentation if it's been repainted, if the engine's been rebuilt, so we don't claim anything without paperwork there. But you can definitely tell whoever owned this Suburban took a very good care of it. You can look towards the windshield, you're gonna see no cracks, no chips. Beautiful glass all the way around. They're very easy to drive, these cars. There is glass everywhere. You can see anything out of this. So anyone can drive it. Wife, girlfriend, son, daughter. We're gonna move on. You're gonna see you have visors on the driver's side as well, little rain guards. Those are in great shape. Look at the glass. No cracks, no chips on the driver's side. Visibility is excellent. Same goes for the rear doors. All the trim around it, the rubber moldings, those are in great shape. You can tell it's been garage kept. You got a little imperfection right here. And then you have one up here. Now we don't have the whole day to go over every nook and cranny. This thing is pretty big. But if you want to come see it in person, I'd strongly encourage you. There are no disappointments here. It is a fantastic example. Like I said, this is one of the nicer ones we have had in. Look at the side steps here. Look how cool that is. How often do you see that? You know, if you take this to car shows, you might actually win trophies too. You don't see them low miles, you don't see them clean, you don't see them in this shape anymore. And that's why the 90s and early 2000s stuff are going up in value. They go up in value. Keep it in good shape. Look at that. Look at all the material. The carpeted material, the plastic, the buttons. You have power locks, you have power windows, and you have power mirrors. How cool is that? 1994, older than me. And look at the door cards. Look at the carpeted material. There's no stains, there's no discoloration. By far, one of the nicest interiors. And if you've never sat in like an OBS, like a GMT 400 or even GMT 800 style interior, you're missing out. Look at the steering wheel. You got all the buttons. You got a super retro look as far as the AC, as far as the radio. But as we move towards the seats, you're gonna see there's no rips or tears anywhere on the interior. So the seats are in great shape, very comfortable. You have the two-tone style maroon and kind of like a red in the middle. Very comfortable. Definitely top 5 interiors in my opinion. You also have a console in there, which is cool. You have the red carpet. Underneath the floor mat, you can see the carpet is awesome. Door shut nice, one solid thump. Body panels line up good, no accidents on the Carfax. It is a clean Carfax. And look at the two-tone, the silver where it meets the maroon. You also have the pinstripes going all the way down too. It's a sharp looking truck. This thing actually gets compliments. When we took it to get gas, you had a lot of thumbs up. People waved thumbs up because you see a lot of them on the road, but a lot of them are super beat up. And again, door cards are in the same condition as the front. Power windows, power locks. You got a speaker in there. We're going to find out if the radio works. I mean, look at that back seat. You can easily fit 3 grown people back there. Or the back of the front seats, you can see those are in great shape too. Door shut's nice. Look at that. The wheel arches, the chrome wheel arches, no bubbling, no splitting, no cracking. I don't see any signs of bad bodywork on the truck whatsoever. Also, look at those tires. Toyo tires, open country. Those are brand spanking new. So this is a turnkey truck. You get in and you go. Headlights, taillights, wipers, turn signals, brake lights, all that works. We make sure there's no active leaks. We do a basic safety inspection on the truck as well. So that way when you get your Suburban, if you do purchase it, sight unseen, it'll be ready to go. So not only do you have a fantastic paint job, but you also have barn doors. You cannot own this style Suburban without barn doors. You just can't do it. This is perfect. Look how much room you have. So you have the keys right here. You have a door lock, and then you have your ignition right here. So it's very easy to open this. That stays open. You have a handle on the inside. So if you do have, maybe surfboards, skateboards, anything you want, you can haul around in there. And let's take a moment. Look at the carpet. I mean, the carpet looks brand new. Has a certain scent to it. If you drive one of these trucks, you know what I'm talking about. From 95 to, I would probably say 2006, these trucks had a certain scent to it. Or 1994, I mean. But look at that material. Look at that third row. We're going to show that later. But you do have a third row in there. You have a bunch of storage compartments. You also have a spare tire. That is right there. That is included. And then look at this. You have a ton of room here. So you have storage right here. Cup holders up there for that third row. You can also fold over that third row. Some people even remove it. But it's pretty cool. This is how it came from the factory. Door shut nice. Heading down the barn doors, you can see everything lines up perfect. The bumper, not split or cracked. All the material is there, not dinged or dented. And we have a trailer hitch. So you have a boat, jet ski. Maybe you have a landscaping business or any kind of business. Haul some things around. This would be a great work truck for someone. And you take a step back. Look at the quarter, the doors, the front fender. Everything is spotless. It lines up perfect. It's a laser straight. It doesn't get better than this truck. I really don't think it does. I mean, this thing is fantastic. Look at the two-tone. Down low, where they commonly rust out. Look at this. No bubbling, no cracking, no splitting. My finger slides smoothly across. Like I said, the paint, in my opinion, is probably like an 8 out of 10. But if you want to take it to the next level, the ceramic coating would be a game changer. I love the wheels on this too. Good looking set of wheels and tires. And the glass, look at the quarter glass. No cracks, no chips. It's also tinted, which is nice. And if we pan right up from there, we also have a roof rack. We sell a lot of these trucks, Tahoes, Yukons, Suburbans, and we do very, very well with this platform. Because guess what? The new ones, they're not made as well. New ones are disposable. Quality is not there. In my opinion, anything after 2015 in terms of General Motors kind of fell off. So something like this, you keep oil, you keep coolant in it, keep driving it, maintaining it, it'll last you your whole lifetime, probably your kid's lifetime as well. You got a little imperfection right there, small little decal. And then you got your Silverado badge, because this is a trim level back in the early 90s. Door cards, same condition as the other side. Look at that. Look at all the carpeted material. No discoloration or staining. And we'll pan right up to the rear seats. You can see there's no rips or tears. Beautiful interior. The back seats have plenty of room. No rips or tears on the third row. Tons of storage, tons of room. You also have all-weather floor mats back here. That's nice. Look at that. I like it. Carpet matches the whole interior as far as the seats go. Lots of red, burgundy. Look at how well the door shuts. That's awesome. Down low, again, you got your side steps. And you have, you got a couple little imperfections there. You got a scratch right here. You got a scratch all the way up here, very faint, but it is there. Majority of our sales are done sight unseen, so that's why we try to get you up close as possible. A little imperfection right here. But again, 30 years old. That is insane. It's a classic. As far as the door panels go, the material is in great shape. We'll take a look at the interior as far as the seats go. No rips, no tears. You have a center console in there which has a cup holder, a little storage tray area. Then we can pan up towards the dash. Look at the dash. No cracks. It's not torn off, not split. Beautiful dash. All the plastic is in beautiful condition on this truck. Again, you can see the reflection. Look at this paint, how smooth it is. Well kept, well maintained. You got the 1500 badge down here. All the trim is in great condition. And then of course you have your visors up top. They go all the way across. And as we move forward, you're going to see the front windshield. There's no cracks, no major chips or scratches or anything like that. Beautiful. And then the front fender, everything lines up good. Paint is beautiful. Got a little touch-up spot right here, maybe. Right where I put my fingerprint. And then if you go to our website, Hanksters.com, you're going to see all the pictures. We're going to have 80 pictures, maybe even more, of the wheels, the tires, all the corners, inside, outside, engine bay, underside. Hanksters.com. And I'll point this out too, a little scuff mark. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but it is there. The majority of our business is done sight unseen. Pennsylvania, they've been doing it for 30 years. We've been going on 10 here in Daytona. Every day we sell a car, sometimes 2 or 3. Now the reason we do so well is because we do this video. We show all the body panels, we put it on the lift, we drive it. But if that's not enough, if you are more particular, come to Daytona Beach, check out the Suburban with your own eyes. You can drive the truck, stop, steer, accelerate, that way there are no unexpected surprises. Now we are first come, first serve, so please contact us ahead of time. Let's put the Suburban up in the air, we'll take a look at the underside, and then from there, go for a drive. Underneath our 94 Suburban. Front disc brakes, we're going to show all the suspension in this video. So the front end's real nice and tight. This thing drives like a brand new truck. We're going to work our way down. So you're going to see we have a small block 350. Front seal's dry. The oil pan itself looks good. We also have an overdrive transmission where the pan, that looks fantastic. I think the body speaks for itself. I think the undercarriage speaks for itself as well. The floors are going to be real solid. You're not going to see any rust, any rot. So it's a turnkey Suburban. It's ready to rock and roll with drum brakes in the rear. So let's pan up with the camera and we'll show you the underside right now. Here at Hanksters Hot Rods of Daytona Beach, we are offering two types of inventory. Certified, which a technician from Hanksters goes over. We change fluids, filters. We do a basic safety inspection on those cars. We also offer free enclosed transport as long as they're in the lower 48 and as long as that vehicle fits. We are also offering consignment units, which the owner brings to us to list for sale, and those are purchased as is. Now, if you'd like to buy a car from Hanksters Hot Rods, we accept bank wire, cashier's check, or you can actually come to Daytona, pay actual cash. You can finance a car with 10% down, term length, term condition. That's all something to go over with our lender. And I always encourage you to try your own bank or credit union, but we also have classic car lenders. JJ Best and Collector Car Leaders are some of the best. So if you go to our website, hanksters.com, you can fill out the application, and within a few short hours, our lender will reach out with an approval. Now, if you want to come down to Daytona Beach and test drive a car, we are by appointment only, so call ahead of time, submit an inquiry on our website. Please make sure the car is available. And the reason we require that is because we want to make sure one of our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is available to help out. We want to be able to put it on the lift for you, so we want to make sure that space is open. That way, when you get back from your test drive, we can put it up on the lift and you can inspect the undercarriage for yourself. Now let's put the car on the ground. Let's take it for a drive. Let's see how that runs. It's our 1994 Suburban. You have a couple keys here. The ignition key is right here. Door lock key is right here. Start it up. Starts right up. No problems there. Sounds good. Sounds healthy. I like it. We're going to start off on the horn. Horn works. What about the turn signals? Blinking on the driver. Blinking on the passenger side. Cool. Tilt steering, so you can drive it up here and drive it down here. Look at the tack. Tack works. Oil pressure looks fantastic. Temperature, we just started the 94 Suburban up, so we'll keep an eye on that. We're charging almost a full tank of gas. Speed goes up to 90 miles an hour. Cool. Look at this. Radio. Working radio. How cool is that? Factory radio. And it works. Look down here. So you have all the buttons. Everything works. Air. Turn it on cold. Blowing ice cold air out the left vents right there, out the middle, and then all the way down there we are blowing cold air. Fantastic. That's awesome. Windows, you got the driver's side right here. Passenger side. What about the back seats? We're going to test that right now. All the power windows work, power locks work. Awesome. Mirrors on the driver's side. Look at that. Up and down. Up and down. Passenger side. Beautiful. All right. What about this? Rear air. Yep, you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but you have rear air conditioning over there. Turn it off. lights. There we go. Sunglass holders right here. Little storage cubby. And then these light up. Cool. Cup holders. Storage cubby with more cup holders. And then you also have cup holders back here. Look at that. So you can hold 10 to 12 drinks, maybe a little bit more. You have the receiver right there because you have a trailer hitch in the back. That's awesome. Dash is in great shape. Look at that. No cracking, anything of the sorts. Headliner, beautiful. Looks brand new, this truck. Very comfortable interior. Wipers. There we go. You got working wipers. So far, everything works on the 94 Suburban. So let's put it in drive. See how it runs. Drives so nice. We can take a look at the speedo. I think we're going about 40, 45 miles an hour right now. We're just humming along. Beautiful. Take a look at all the factory gauges. Oil pressure looks fantastic. Temperature is right on the money. We're charging, still almost a full tank of gas. 138,274 true miles. Cool. That is awesome. It drives so smooth. Look at that. Hands are off the wheel. Very responsive. No rattles, no shakes. I mean, this thing has no clunks. It's actually very, very quiet in here. 50 miles an hour. Hands are off the wheel right now. Look at that. Drives in a straight line perfect. And everything works. The factory radio, the air, you have power steering, power brakes, power locks, power mirrors. That is really, really nice. It drives like a brand new truck. It really does. And you have an overdrive transmission. So you have 4 speeds. So you can take this on the highway without any worry. I love it. Very comfortable interior, very plush. It's like you're driving a couch. Driving a couch down the road. That's what you're doing. So we get into the right lane here. Hit the brakes. Stops perfect. Look at the steering wheel. Doesn't get much better than that. All right. Come up to a dead stop. You can take a look at the tach. Not stalling, not backfiring. Idling real nice, real smooth. And we'll give it some gas right here. Look at that. Transmission shifts perfect. It catches up to modern day traffic without any issues. You can see we're going 50, 60 miles an hour right now, and we're just floating along on a couch. They drive nice. They're mechanically sound. Anyone can work on these cars. They're very easy to maintain. They last forever. Just a good cruiser. It's also certified, so at full retail price, we include a 90-day powertrain warranty. Engine starts knocking, the transmission slips, the rear end falls out, shoots a tooth out. We're gonna help cover the major internal parts. Brakes, batteries, alternators, gaskets, any kind of leak we don't cover. Those are all wear and tear, that's all maintenance. But we cover the most important thing, the engine internal parts, the transmission internal parts, and the rear end. Full price, you also get shipping and closed transport as long as they're in the lower 48. So if you are interested in this 94 Suburban, chances are it won't be on our website too long. It is a very nice example. 386-944-9219, or you can go to our website, Hanksters.com. We'll have 80 pictures on the website, along with the 20-minute video that you're watching right now. Have a great day, everyone.